Hey guys, what's up? I just finished Tales of Arise a couple of days ago. I thought I was gonna need like a week or more to digest it, but nope. I think a couple of days were more than enough because halfway through the game, I already knew what I wanted to say and I already knew how I felt about it, and when I finished the game, nothing changed. Which means, as usual, I have both good things to say about it and bad things to say about it. So I'm gonna break down this video in first I'm gonna say what I love about the game and then what I didn't love about the game. So let's begin! Tales of Arise starts off with a very interesting plot, a very interesting story. The moment it starts, the moment you realize the main character is a slave and lives in this horrible situation, and you're like, wow, you're just as pissed off as everybody else in this game. So this premise about, you being a slave and joining a resistance force and liberating all the towns, that's a really solid premise. I did really love the premise. But the one thing that really stands out in this game like crazy, and I absolutely love that, is the battle system. It's just, oh my god, it's just an amazing battle system. Great combat here. It's like they were trying to mix Tales of Graces and Tales of Berseria. And wow, that fusion was perfect. This combat is, I think, is one of the best battle systems in the entire series. I still personally like more the battle system in Tales of Exilia 1 and 2, but this one, ooh, it's like a close second, man. It's a great battle system. Of course, it was kind of hard to go back to the basics, to the very start of this battle system, because I played the demo before, and I love the demo because it included all the characters, all the skills, everything, battle system to perfection, complete. And at the beginning, Alphen is kind of lame. He only knows a few moves, and yeah, it's kind of like, I can't wait to get more characters and to get, to these skills, to these combos, these combination attacks. It's just a great battle system. So as soon as I got to that, I was like, finally, I love this combat, man. But anyway, if you're gonna fuse Tales of Graces and Tales of Berseria, the result is a very hard and challenging game. This is badass, man. This is very challenging, very hard. Unfortunately, the main reason why this game is so hard is because the enemies have just too much HP. I know I've complained about that before, but it's true. It's like a lot of JRPG developers nowadays don't know how to make their games hard. So what do they think? Let's just give our enemies, a lot of HP. Yeah. Which is actually not a bad thing, really, because, the combat is so good that you wanna, stretch the battles a little bit more than usual. But yeah, around the 10-hour mark, I realized I was dying a lot with some of the major boss battles, and I ended up changing to easy, but that's because I'm, me, I'm kind of bad at these games, I kind of suck at action RPGs, and I was fine with easy because the difference between easy and normal isn't really that much. I was dying, obviously I wasn't dying anymore, but I was still struggling a lot. So if you're gonna play this game and if you want to play it on easy, don't be afraid to do that because it's still pretty challenging. The graphics look absolutely amazing. I love the graphics in this game. It looks beautiful from the beginning till the end. It's just absolutely gorgeous. But the PlayStation 4 version that I played, digital, and I want to take this moment to thank my buddy Travis, also known as Dead Rage, for being kind enough to send this digital code for me so I could play the game. It does have a few very small frame drop issues here and there. Sometimes it will lag, sometimes it will freeze for like 5 seconds, sometimes it will glitch, but nothing compared to, Ys 9 on the Switch, for example. And the characters, I actually liked all of them, even Law. Law was my least favorite character and it still is. I think he was kind of like the usual, sidekick, the one that tries to be funny and fails miserably. But at the end, I was kind of like, hey, I kind of like this guy. Usually when it comes to Tales games, I don't like one or two characters at all. I don't care one bit for them. But here, I care about all of them. I didn't absolutely love them, I didn't go crazy for them. My favorite was Kisara for being, so freaking hot and mature. She's not a MILF, she's probably the usual 20-something. I'm way older than her, probably. I don't even know how old these characters are. Law and Grimwell look like 17, 16 maybe. And Alphen and Xion look like, they're on their 20s already. But yeah, Kisara and Dolhalin were my favorite characters because, I'm 35 years old. I prefer older characters than the usual teenagers on their 10s or 20s. So yeah, I love these characters. Xion looks absolutely gorgeous. I still prefer Kisara. She's more beautiful and hotter. But Xion, I think they were trying to make her look extremely beautiful because she does look like that. She's probably the prettiest character I've seen in the entire Tales series. That's just my opinion though. Overall, I love the characters, but I didn't go crazy for any of them. Alright guys, the music. I saved the music for last because, as in many other Tales games, it's kind of mediocre, it's kind of generic. Some battle themes are pretty damn cool. Usually in the Tales games, Motoi Sakuraba puts a lot of effort. When it comes to town themes or, map themes, the overworld, the areas, the dungeons, some are kind of good, some are kind of forgettable. To be honest, I can't remember a single one of the themes. So, I didn't love the soundtrack. I want to start with, I kind of loved some songs and didn't love some others, which is gonna lead me to the next part of this video. Everything that I didn't love about Tales of Arise. Alright, I want to throw the bomb right from the start. I gotta talk about the story. I know a lot of you love the story probably. You were impressed by the story, I wasn't, but take everything that I'm about to say from a guy who has played like hundreds of JRPGs with similar plots. Like I said at the beginning, I love the premise. It starts off really promising with these slave people, trying to fight against the system, fight against the oppression, and I love that. So that was a pretty badass premise for me. But the story then goes like this, like a wave, like waves. Sometimes it starts getting like, wow, it's really good, and then it drops. Wow, like, this conversation or these dialogues or this event or this thing, and it's like, and then it picks up again, and it's like that the entire game. Honestly, it's the romance between Alphen and Xion is like, oh my god, I felt I was playing Tales of Final Fantasy VIII, and I'm not kidding. It's ridiculous. It gets to ridiculous levels of stupidity. You're near the end of the game, you're like, come on, just tell the girl you fucking love her, man. So, I noticed they were trying to be cheesy, but it just didn't work for me personally. I was like, come on. But like I said, take this from a guy who's played millions of RPGs already. And then the plot just jumps into science fiction, cyberspace, characters go to space, and there's this plot about the cosmos, the aliens, the astral energy, and was I playing a Tales game or a Star Ocean game? What's up with that? And, not that that's a bad thing, but usually the Tales games are like this. They start off with really simple premises and then go on to this convoluted mess about the world, the wheel of the planet and whatever, but this one took it to an extreme in my opinion. Not necessarily great, but not necessarily bad either. It was just kind of questionable, but that's just my opinion. So in conclusion, I didn't love the story, I didn't dislike it, but I thought it was a little bit disappointing in my opinion. Another thing that I didn't like is the crafting system. Like, why? Why can't I just purchase regular weapons at a shop? Why do I have to craft the weapons? And the economy system in this game is kind of lame. Either you sell all of your materials to get a decent amount of money so you can buy your damn weapons, because you gotta pay besides crafting and getting the materials, you gotta pay money. So I think that's also one of the reasons why the game is so hard, because it just takes forever sometimes to craft a single weapon or the best weapon at that point of the game. I didn't like this crafting system, it didn't bother me that much, but it was like, this is just Now the skits, I love them. A lot of people are complaining about the skits. I actually really enjoy the skits, but some of them were too long and there were just way too many skits, way too many for the game sound good. Often I felt like I was playing a visual novel, and I was like, come on, oh my god, the skits are optional, you don't have to watch them, but as a Tales fan, you gotta watch them all, right? You gotta watch them all. And last but not least, I'm gonna sound like a fanboy, but where are my victory poses, man? Come on, I know it's silly, it's just dumb, it's no big deal, it's just a nitpick that I have. But these victory poses whenever the battle ends, I used to love that from the Tales games, and they removed that in this game for, I don't know, man. I don't know the reason, but I was kind of disappointing. I really wanted my victory poses. Come on, I'm Tales fanboy, I want my damn victory poses. That's it, guys. Overall, the game is still excellent. It's great. I don't think it's the best Tales game. I still like Legendia, Berseria, Exilia 1 and 2. I like those 4 more than Arise for a fact. But my next games will be Vesperia and Graces. I'm not sure which one of these 3 games is the best, Graces, Vesperia, or Arise. But time will tell. Only time will tell. So in conclusion, not the best Tales game in my opinion, but still one of the best. Now let me remind you all before you go away and click away that my books are available on Amazon. All of them are in English. Link to them in the description below. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video and your opinion on the game in the comment section below. Thanks for watching once again and see you next time.